Good evening, everyone. I'm UP Washington.
I'm Jessica Dean. Tonight, we're also hearing from that victim's brother. Eyewitness News reporter Joe Holden is live at police headquarters. Joe, what can you tell us tonight?
Jess, UP, good evening. And we know that this Kevin Cullen, the man beaten, was a Father Judge graduate. He studied for some time at LaSalle University. His family says he was a good guy down on his luck. And eyewitnesses say on Sunday night, that group of teens was heard running away from the scene saying, "We got him." Crime scene tape, the lone reminder of what happened on Sunday at Loring and Ehrlich Streets.
I don't want his story to go untold.
That's until neighbors stepped up
I'm going to put the memorial out there now.
and posted a modest memorial for Kevin Cullen.
They killed this man. And I mean, when you're bashing someone's head into a wall so hard that I can feel it in my bedroom, you're doing some damage.
5 teenagers attacked Cullen, a man neighbors and family say had no permanent home. He often slept behind a local bar.
I mean, to find out, I didn't know it was Kevin until I just found out.
Distraught over the brutality, those who knew Kevin were shaken.
And my dad and my aunt always buy new sneakers and everything. And this morning I called my dad. I said, "Dad, it's Kevin." And he's devastated.
Police took 2 people in for questioning and have since released them.
We're still working on making identifications on everybody involved and bringing them in.
A break for detectives. One of the teens left something behind at the scene, later found by a witness.
And so maybe this is one of their phones. Next thing we know, the thing starts ringing. We see Instagram Live. So that was one of the guy's phones.
The neighborhood is now sorting out the disturbing details of a vicious beating.
Sad to see what this neighborhood would go to.
Cullen's family described him a man who got swept up in hard times.
He drifted in and out of our life the last 10 years. Our dad passed away 10 years ago. We kind of been really kind of a downward slide since then.
Now we are told that police did get that cell phone. They have it in their custody. Again, a significant slip by that group of teenagers. This could tie all of them together in this crime. Again, as you heard from Captain John Ryan, they are still working to identify each teen who was caught on surveillance video. Now this neighborhood will hold a vigil for Kevin Cullen. That will be tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in the spot where he died. Late word from police, they are not going to comment on whether this was an intentional robbery or if these teens did in fact intend to kill this man. The community loved him, Kevin Cullen. For now, that is the latest live outside Philadelphia Police Headquarters. I'm Joe Holden, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Joe, thank you.
BBN Jack Frost, what's up party people? Hey, before this video even continue, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Yo, this is just a tragedy all the way around. I mean, you gotta feel bad that that man lost his life over nothing. These idiots. Like, you shouldn't be out here robbing people anyway. Definitely shouldn't be just beating up people anyway. Period, right? These guys wasn't even smart enough to do it to somebody that could have possibly had any money on them. They just killed that man. There has to have been an understanding that there's a good chance that he don't have no money. And they still did that to him. Maybe they was in the wrong neighborhood. Maybe they never saw the dude before. Maybe they had no understanding. But even with all that being said, you don't run through the street doing that to somebody. There's no justification for their actions. None. 3 teens charged as adults in deadly beating of a homeless man in Philadelphia. They go to freaking morons right there. All 3 of them. They might never see the light of day again. I heard that they said it was like 4 or 5 of them. So that means 2 of them, or at least 1 of them, is giving these fools up. These fools, there's somebody giving these fools up. Only 3 of them is being charged. So somebody said, yo, you know what up? Look, this is what went down. And they said, okay, you helped us. So we could, you know, put some faces to this crime. You sure you didn't have anything to do? Nah, it wasn't me, it was them. And then another thing that leads me to believe is, this is the thing. They said that they found a phone. Did the phone, because you know how these kids love filming themselves. Did the phone show what they did? And maybe it was just these 3 attacking that gentleman. Because the other guy was filming it. 3 teenage boys were charged as adults Monday as they allegedly beat a homeless man in Philadelphia, robbed him and left him for dead, police said. Didn't rob him. The man didn't have anything for them to take. Brandon Conrad, 14. That's homeboy on the, Brandon Conrad right there is homeboy all the way on the right. Malik Page, 16. That's homeboy all the way on the left. I don't know why they did it in this order. Were charged with murder, criminal conspiracy, robbery, and other related offenses, FOX29 Philadelphia reports. Emmanual Harris, 17, was charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, robbery, and other offenses. He's the one in the middle. I don't understand like why the charges is so different. But they got to be a reason for that. It is what it is. If you look right under the picture, you can see nope, they still just have their names in any old order. It is what it is. Kevin Cullen was in Philadelphia's Holmesburg neighborhood on November 26th. That was on a Sunday, too. They did this on a Sunday. Kevin Cullen was in Philadelphia's Holmesburg neighborhood in November 26th when the teenage boys allegedly beat and robbed him. He had no money. Why they keep saying robbed? Philly.com reported. Police found Cullen unconscious with his pockets emptied out. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead the next day. Scott Karen tweeted, 57-year-old Kevin Cullen fatally assaulted in Mayfair. His family says he was the 4th of 6 siblings and deeply loved and very missed. Search for teen suspect continues. They had not found him up until then. Could we like that video? We don't like that. We don't like that. We don't like that. I think I like it. Cullen's family thanked nearby residents in the neighborhood for attempting to help the 57-year-old man after the beating. Tom Cullen, his brother, specifically thanked the woman named Donna who sat with Kevin Cullen, according to FOX29. Especially the woman Donna who sat with him while he was dying. Glad somebody was there to show him compassion when he was dying. Yo, look, man. We just live in such a depraved society. The society that we live in is depraved. These are the kind of kids that we're raising. They thought it was okay to run out there, beat up a stranger, beat him half senseless. You got to think, did most of the beating come before or after they found out he didn't have any money? Because they could have just beat him up, then found out he didn't have any money, then decided to have fun. Because they kids. They about to spend the rest of their lives in prison trying to rob a man that had no money. Look at the charges. Look at the charges. Two of them are charged with murder. Okay, right there, off the rip. Okay? The other one is charged with attempted murder. I don't understand why he's getting charged with attempted murder while the others, maybe he's talking. Because they kids, they gonna talk on each other. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. Please, leave y'all comments. I gotta find some happy stories, because I've been doing too many of these. And this is just weighing on my soul. I ain't gonna lie to you. Leave some comments down below. I want to know what you guys think about this. I think that they need to. They These kids need to just be forgotten about. And then on top of it, the other dude is in jail on some that there's supposed to be like 4 or 5 of them or whatever. The other dude is locked up on some different, supposedly on something else. I think that he just went in. I think that he found out that the dude died. I think he went in. I think they filmed everything. I think he took some of the footage to the police. I think the reason why, because they said they found a phone, so I 100% am under the understanding. Look, I'm telling you, that phone that they found had footage on it of the crime. And that's how they know it was these idiots. I'm telling you, the phone that they found had footage of the crime. I'm telling you. Anyway, that's all I got on this one. Please keep yourselves safe. Please teach your kids better. Please, let's stop teaching our kids about violence. We should teach our kids to protect themselves, to be able to recognize dangerous situations. Don't get me confused, but please, let's stop teaching our kids about violence. If we just teach our kids about violence, they're going to grow up to be violent. Please, let's stop teaching them about violence. There's more out there. You don't have to beat your kid to discipline them all the time. It doesn't have to be the first thing that comes to people's brains. You don't have to sap all the hope out of your kids, because that's what happens. People beat all the life out of their kids, all the fight out of their kids, all the life out of their kids, and then they give them absurd punishments and sap all the hope out of their kids. They just abuse their kids, and then their kids grow up, if they have the opportunity to grow up like these guys, they're gonna grow up in prison. But there's a lot of people that don't even have the opportunity to really grow up. They done had the spirit beat out of them when they was children, and they had the hope sapped out of them when they was children, and now they just walking the earth. Please, we gotta do better. I love y'all, yo. Let's do better. That's all I got on this one. I'm out.